The richest people you know live the dullest lives on purpose. Over the next 10 minutes, you'll turn Sun Tzu's war principles into a 30-day system for quiet, compounding wealth. In 2016, two analysts started at the same mid-sized finance firm. Same salary, same boss, same open plan office. Daniel became the successful one on Instagram. New watch, weekend trips, upgraded apartment within 9 months. His feed looked like a highlight reel. His bank account looked like a student overdraft. Mara did the opposite. Same salary. No visible lifestyle upgrade. Same subway commute. Same phone. Her life looked boring from the outside. But she used her first 18 months to do 4 things. Tighten her health routines. Run every decision through a risk filter. Buy back hours with ruthless time arbitrage. And keep all her progress off the public scoreboard. 5 years later, Daniel had a nicer wardrobe and 3 kinds of debt. Mara quietly had 6 figures invested, a calm schedule, and options. This shows how invisible discipline beats visible lifestyle. Sun Tzu called this winning without battle. Today, we call it stealth wealth. Same principle. The victory is decided in preparation long before anyone sees the result. Here's the core principle. Wealth is built the same way wars are won, by governing yourself, choosing only favorable ground, moving fast when odds are stacked in your favor, and keeping your true strength hidden. Ancient strategists knew the best victory is the one nobody notices until it is already secure. We will use one framework, the silent empire system. 4 stages. Govern energy, filter risk, fortify time, move in shadow. Use this when you want your ordinary life to quietly compound into freedom instead of stress. Before you touch money, you stabilize the general. You. Sun Tzu understood that an army rots when the commander is exhausted, emotional, and reactive. The same is true for your career and your finances. In practical terms, governing energy means 3 basics. Repeated for 30 days. Predictable sleep, predictable meals, and predictable mornings. Nothing fancy. Nothing that looks impressive on social media. You protect your ability to think clearly, so your decisions stop swinging with your mood. Your physiology becomes your first compounding asset. If your body collapses, your habits collapse. When habits collapse, every financial plan becomes theory. Most people think the rich take wild swings. In reality, they avoid almost all risk and only move when the downside is small and the upside is large. The text you just studied calls this an asymmetric bet, limited loss, extraordinary potential gain. Sun Tzu's version is simple. The winning general calculates more. He does the math in the tent so he does not bleed on the field. In modern life, that means you treat risk as a checklist, not a feeling. If a move can wipe you out in one blow, it fails the test immediately. Your question shifts from, could this be huge? To, if this goes badly, do I lose comfort or do I lose the game? The wealthy are willing to lose comfort. They refuse to risk the game. Time is not just hours on a clock. It is energy, attention, and positioning. Time is the margin that lets you spot asymmetric opportunities before anyone else. Sun Tzu would call this shaping the battlefield. If your calendar is chaos, you are fighting every skirmish that appears. When you fortify time, you pick 3 high-leverage actions and build walls around them. Practically, that looks like blocking 90 minutes each weekday for deep work with your phone away. It looks like removing or delegating 1 low-value task per week. It looks like setting clear, off hours where work and noise cannot reach you. You stop trading every spare minute for small comforts and start using those minutes to sharpen rare skills, ship work, and decide strategic moves. The modern world teaches you to broadcast every improvement. Machiavelli warned that visible power attracts enemies. The moment you look rich is the moment you become a target. Sun Tzu taught that strategy relies on concealment. You show motion on the surface, while your real plans unfold somewhere else. In money terms, that means two rules: no loud lifestyle inflation and structural invisibility where possible. No loud inflation means your housing, car, clothing, and feed stay boring even as income rises. Structural invisibility means using simple legal structures, automation, and quiet habits so no one outside your inner circle can see how much you keep or where it lives. The goal is not paranoia. The goal is freedom. When nobody knows what you have, nobody can guilt you, pressure you, or drag your decisions off course. Let's make this real with two salaried professional scenarios. You manage multiple projects in a large company. Slack never stops. Your savings rate is stuck near zero. You feel busy, but your account balance proves you are not moving. Week 1, you apply Govern Energy. You set a fixed bedtime and wake time for 7 days, cut midweek drinking, and protect one quiet morning hour for planning. Week 2, you apply Filter Risk to your money. You list your debts, subscriptions, and big expenses, and stop every move that can blow up your month if it goes wrong. Week 3, you Fortify time. You block 90 minutes daily for deep work and push non-critical meetings out of that window. Week 4, you move in shadow. You raise your automatic investment by 2%, but keep your lifestyle identical. After 30 days, you have a calm morning routine, a simple risk filter, at least 7.5 hours of deep work per week, and a higher savings rate with zero visible lifestyle change. Now the second scenario. You earn a solid salary in tech, but promotions vanish into lifestyle upgrades and side project distractions. You hop between exciting ideas and never give any one of them enough quiet time to compound. You start with Govern Energy by fixing your sleep and reducing sugar for 10 days, so you are no longer coding and scrolling in the same blurry evening block. Next, Filter Risk. You list every big decision in front of you: job change, side business, investment, and ask one question for each. If this fails, do I lose comfort or survival? You pause anything with survival risk. Third, Fortify time. You schedule 3 90-minute sprints per week for one chosen skill that increases your earning power. Finally, move in shadow. No new visible purchases for 1 month. Raises and bonuses go straight to a quiet investment account. After 1 month, you have logged at least 18 focused hours on a single high-leverage skill, avoided one dangerous leap, and increased your net worth without a single external lifestyle signal. 3 traps to avoid. First, excitement seeking. You try to make the system feel thrilling. You pile on new goals, new apps, and new routines. The moment you chase stimulation, you slip back into impulsive actions that kill compounding. Remember, boredom is a feature, not a bug. Second, the public scoreboard. You talk about your plans, show off upgrades, and let social feedback steer you. Visibility invites opinions. Opinions distort judgment. Keep your true progress off the stage. Third, all-or-nothing discipline. You miss 1 day and declare the system broken. Sun Tzu would not burn an entire campaign over a single lost skirmish. When you slip, you return to the next step on the campaign order. No drama, just continuation. Here is your 28-day silent empire sprint. Week 1, 30 minutes daily to Govern Energy. Success is simple. You follow the same bedtime and wake time for 7 straight days and log your meals once per day. Week 2, 60 minutes twice to Filter Risk. One evening, you list every bill, subscription, and debt. Another evening, you mark which ones could break your month if they spike. You cancel or cap at least 3 unnecessary expenses. Week 3, 90 minutes, 5 times to Fortify time. You schedule one uninterrupted 90-minute deep work block on 5 different days. Phone outside the room and notifications off. You track how many minutes you protect from interruption. Your target is at least 400 minutes of genuine focus this week. Week 4, 45 minutes, 3 times, to move in shadow. In the first session, you raise your automatic saving or investing by at least 2% of income and choose one boring, low-profile vehicle. In the second session, you decide one visible expense to freeze for the next quarter. In the third session, you set a simple rule: no money flexes online. You follow it for 30 days. By the end of these 4 weeks, you have a boring routine, a risk filter, a time fortress, and a stealth wealth protocol installed. That is a functional silent empire. Sun Tzu won by preparing on safe ground, moving only when it was favorable, and letting victory appear as a natural outcome. Your next 28 days can do the same for your money and your time. Outcomes vary with execution and context. Download the campaign order checklist and start with week 1 today, quietly.